Hi, everyone. This is my first live, and I am all kinds of a mess. And I'm going to keep it really, really short today. At least I think I'm going to keep it short. Let me see. I have never done this before live, at least in this way. So we're going to see. And I've got a Karen saying, hello, Julie. Hello, Karen. I am a hot mess today. I don't know what I'm doing at all, but I thought we'd try out a question and answer kind of thing, or just an update about how life's going, how my week's been going, how life's going. It's been kind of crazy since I did the PB and Jeremy interview. It's been a little bit nuts, but really cool nuts. I've gotten a lot of feedback. That's been amazing. So all the feedback so far has been good. I was surprised that I didn't get any trolls. I didn't so far. Fingers crossed. And it's just been really, really good as far as the support and the encouragement that I've gotten. We've gotten quite a few new members to the support group over on Facebook. So yeah, I've got a Facebook group over on Plants Number Two, the Rescue, same name as this YouTube channel. And we've gotten some new viewers, and that's been great on the YouTube channel. But my YouTube channel stinks. It's not anything exciting. Honestly, I just really use that as an online journal for myself to talk about how I'm doing. And I'm going to keep doing it. And it's not anything fancy. Nothing, is edited. It's just pretty raw. I just do a quick little recording and my husband puts it up for me. And it's really just how my week has been going. And my last week has been crazy. I had a small house fire where I live. That was kind of crazy. Nobody was hurt and everything was okay, but it was a little bit nuts. You're going to see me pick up my glasses a million times because I can't see without them. Karen, you're so sweet. You think my YouTube is very helpful. I can tell you that it's very helpful for me. It's helpful to me. It keeps me on track. It keeps me on my toes. It helps me to process my feelings about my whole journey, my whole weight loss journey, because it has been a journey and it hasn't been this quick kind of diet situation. It's been just a long, long journey, and it continues to be a journey for anyone that is new or tuning in, or that will see this. I have lost about 182 pounds on a whole food plant-based diet. At one point, it had been 190 pounds, but I did gain a little bit of weight back. And now I'm slowly trying to get that back under control and where I want to be. I still have probably a good, I don't know, I would guess at least 30 pounds, maybe 40 pounds to lose left, but I no longer have a scale, and I really don't care to worry about how long it's going to take or where exactly I'm supposed to land. I kind of wanted to start coming on and doing YouTube lives in case anybody had any questions. But if I don't have any questions while I'm on here, I'll just tell you how this week is going. Like I said, I had a small house fire. We're looking to move. I'm a caretaker of my mom right now, and in the unforeseeable future, I feel like I'm going to continue to be doing that. And we're trying to relocate from rural New Hampshire back to Massachusetts in like a small city. And so we are in the process of looking at houses, trying to make offers on houses, selling 2 other houses, and relocating. And in the midst of just dealing with a lot of life stuff, which is not so easy, trying to do all of this and juggle all of this, and sometimes be whole food plant-based, but we are doing it, and we're going to continue doing it because it is a lifestyle and it's a way of life for us. Sometimes we do that a little bit more gracefully than others, but we are hanging in there. My mom is doing great. For anyone that's wondering how mom is doing, she is definitely still vegetarian. And we had our first challenge of going out to eat. We were looking at some houses where we're hoping to move. And I was really, really quiet because we hadn't ever gone out to eat since I've moved in with her. Not really gone out to eat since I've moved in with her. And I didn't know what she was going to do when presented with a menu. I didn't know if she was going to end up eating meat. And I'm really trying to just lead by example and not give her a hard time about anything or preach at her. I just want her to I want her to do her journey the way she needs to do her journey. And I want to be a support to her. Someone had something to say. I will definitely answer that in a minute, Karen. So anyways, what is going on with my hair? I am a mess. Um, we went out to eat and they handed her the menu and she looked pretty perplexed by it for a little while. It was an emotional day for her going out looking for new houses after losing her husband. So she was already pretty emotional and looking at the menu, and I could tell she was struggling a little bit with the menu. And I told her, Mom, order whatever you want to order. It's not going to offend me or bother me. You order what you want to order. And I ordered a steamed vegetable dish and some steamed edamame on the side. And my mom really was kind of struggling, I could tell, and not knowing where to navigate or what to do. And I told her, go ahead. If you want to order something with meat in it, Mom, that's your choice. And it's okay. I'm not going to be angry with you. She ended up ordering a vegetarian meal all on her own. And I could tell that she felt really, really good about the choice. So she's not exactly where I am following on my diet or my lifestyle, but she is definitely moving in that direction and doing it on her own and taking power over her life choices. And it's really, really cool to see. So Karen did ask, what do you do to get back on track when you've gotten off plan? Well, off plan for me might look a little bit different than off plan for others. And I guess it's depending on what your plan is, what your lifestyle choices are. But for me, off plan would be including more dates and nuts in my daily diet than I feel comfortable with. Off plan would be definitely sneaking a little bit of oil in there. If I go out to eat and there happens to be oil in it, that's definitely off plan for me. Uh, Meat and dairy and things like that, those are not foods to me anymore, and they haven't been. I don't even consider them food. So that wouldn't be off plan for me. But off plan would be eating more decadent. When I say more decadent, still whole food plant based, but the dates and the nuts and the seeds, heavy, putting those into my daily diet, including a lot of vegan, like any vegan processed foods that would be getting off plan for me, and anything sneaking oil in my food would be off plan. And what I do is, one, recognize it, be honest with myself, whether that's starting to become a part of my regular, because those things are going to happen, and I've talked about them, and it's one of the reasons I really liked Jeremy from PB and Jeremy. He's just real. He's just doing real life, and sometimes for some of us that are not superstars at this yet, those things happen. Holidays happen, family visiting happens, going out to eat at restaurants that aren't conducive to our lifestyle happens. Slips, what we consider slips, happen if you consider this food addiction and recovery from food addiction. And those things do happen. And when they do for me, I hydrate a lot more than normal the next day. I really, really try to crowd my diet out by having more vegetables and more fruit than even I normally would. I give myself grace. I dust myself off. I remind myself of how I've overcome in the past. I'll talk to friends that hold me accountable. I have two friends that I talk to practically every single morning. They don't eat the way that I do, but I still consider them my accountability partners. And I would fess up to them. My husband is my biggest accountability partner, and I'm lucky because he does eat the way that I do. So we hash this stuff out together all the time. Sean and I, we're best friends as well as husband and wife. And so we will go for long, long walks and talk about where we feel like we're getting off. I think the biggest piece is, one, admitting it to yourself, and two, admitting it to one other person. And I've been in AA and NA in the past, and that's so much a part of Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous, is admitting where you're at. And so, and confessing that to another person. And I think it's the same with the food addiction and recovery. I think that's why Facebook groups like Plants to the Rescue and Fat Man Rants and W Vegan, and there's so many out there. You can find so many of them out there. I think that they're integral to having any kind of success. I think that you can do this by yourself in your own little corner of the world, even if none of your family members or friends eat this way, but it's a whole lot harder. And I think that you definitely need to find your little tribe of people. And I don't care if that's one other person or a whole group of other people. You need to find that And another thing that I definitely do, I can tell you, I am a huge fan of the YouTube channels out there. They have helped me so much. And oh my goodness, I don't even know how many subscriptions I follow on a very regular basis, but I can tell you some of the ones that I do follow on a regular basis. I love PB&J. I love Broccoli Mom. I absolutely adore her. I love Fat Man Rants. And what else? Oh, I follow so many. I'm not going to be able to think of them all, and I don't want to. I don't want to forget anybody. But there's a whole bunch of them out there. I follow Jane Esselstyn, and there's just so many. Forks Over Knives, all of those things. I don't have diabetes, but I love the channel Mastering Diabetes, even though I don't have diabetes. I just think that channel's incredible, so informative, and I follow all the top docs and I watch the stuff all the time. And I think sometimes even maybe my mom or my son are like, "Oh, she's watching another Broccoli Mom. Haven't you seen her? What she eats in a day?" They're kind of all the same. And or the documentaries, I'll go back to the basics. I'll go back and watch Forks Over Knives all over again. I will go back and watch Game Changers and Food Inc. and What the Health and all of those. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched them. And it isn't because I'm looking for to be entertained. It's because I am a creature of habit, and sometimes those habits will take me back to bad habits. And if I'm not constantly reminding myself of why I'm doing this, my why, if I'm not constantly reminding myself of what the wrong foods do to my body and what the right foods do to my body, I tend to forget. And I go back to sometimes old mechanisms that no longer serve me. So for me, I never get tired of watching these channels. I don't know if that answered your question, Karen, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I just appreciate coming on here and just having one other person be crazy enough to watch my videos, because I don't know, I'm still in shock by how many video people have watched the video interview that I did with Jeremy, because the video quality from my Wi-Fi was horrible. I couldn't believe that anybody stuck with it and watched the entire thing, because I just felt like it was hard to watch because of the video quality. So thank you if you did watch it. Yeah. Broccoli Mama is incredible. I love her because she's just legit. She's real. Her kitchen is insane, and she's real. And I think she's brave to be authentically herself. And I think the longer that you follow this lifestyle, you really find your own voice in this world, and you start feeling safe becoming who you are. I just think that. I know that before, when I weighed 340 pounds and I was so ashamed of my body and so ashamed of myself, I hid who I really was as a human being. And I don't mean like bad things about myself. I mean even the things that make me cool, that make me, awesome. I hid those things because I just was hiding under this shame, this that was all weight related and silly stuff. And it really hasn't been until I hit my late 40s and early 50s that I don't really care. I don't care if trolls come on here and they make fun of me or have nasty things to say about me, because today I like me, and I'm not so much seeking the approval of everybody out there that are strangers liking me. It's kind of cool to have people, encourage me and give me support. Karen's giving me support right now, and I think that's really, really super cool, but I don't need it in the way that I used to. And so I'm okay coming. I'm looking at my hair as I'm live, and it's totally insane because I was out in the wind in the wet today. So, but stuff like that just doesn't bother me anymore. I'm older. I guess I've got a little bit thicker skin now. But anyways, how's the eating going? Well, it's going. It's going. Do I have things completely under control? I don't think so. My husband is saying something to me. Oh God. I don't know if I want to see it. You look great, babe. Of course he's saying that. You have to say that. Anyways, the eating is going okay. I'm still eating too much. I know that I am. And I really will be happy when life settles down a little bit and I don't find myself falling back into old patterns that I haven't fallen into in a really long time. I'll be glad when that happens. I've been telling myself every day not to use food in ways that I shouldn't be using food. And even though I'm eating, my whole food, no oil, no sugar diet, I know that I'm not eating in the way that I was months ago when I really felt like uh, I had things on target. So I'm not where I want to be right now. I would like the stress in my life to reduce quite a bit. And there's still a lot of stress going on in my life. But I know that I'm getting closer again to where I want to be. And I know that I'm being more verbal about it. And I'm able to come on here and tell you guys that I am struggling. And I still am very prone to using food to comfort places in me that I wish that I didn't do. And so I'm still fessing up to you guys that I feel like I'm overindulging. I'm eating sometimes when I'm not hungry and struggling a little bit more to recognize my hunger and fullness cues. And I know that that's due to enormous amounts of stress. Um, I trust the foods though, and I trust my lifestyle enough to know that even though I'm not where I want to be, I know that this type of lifestyle is going to keep me safe. If you watch my PB&J interview, we talked kind of about those safety bumpers in the bowling alley for little kids and how they keep the ball from going into the gutter, and that this lifestyle provides that for me. So even though I'm not where I want to be, I trust the whole food plant-based lifestyle to keep me okay in the end. In the end, even if I temporarily, if my weight is a little bit higher, I know that overall my health is solid, and that I'm going to eat this way for the rest of my life. So I know that my weight, even if I gain a little bit, I'll lose it again. And I mean, I've been at this for quite a while. I would love to get to a place where I can say I am 100% free of my food addiction. But the truth is, I'm just not there. I'm not there. I'm still someone that is in recovery. And I need to keep that forefront in my mind, or who knows. But like I said, the whole food plant based diet makes that a lot easier to stay in recovery. Anyways, I'm going to cut this experiment, and this was definitely an experiment on doing a live video. I don't know that I'm super comfortable doing in this way. It feels like a little bit more pressure, but I did want to come on here and give it a try and see what I think of it. I will let you know in another week or two how I'm doing, and hopefully I'll be getting closer to a move. I'm hoping that we get closer to a move. So wish me and my family luck in relocating to an area and getting all those things taken care of, so that I can really concentrate a little bit more on my own mental health, my own physical health, and my own spiritual health, because I'm in need. All right. Thank you so much. And I look forward to talking to you all again soon. I hope you have a great day and eat more plants.